Hi. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let me do this over here. Let me see if this works. I am using StreamYard and I had a little bit of a snafu. Okay, it looks like I'm here too. I'm in Instagram as well. Instagram is really weird. You have to like, hold on. Let me put this down. Hope this doesn't look too weird on there. This is the first time that I'm streaming on Instagram. So I'm in three places: Facebook, Instagram, and my YouTube channel. So hello to anybody who's out there. I am going to start doing a live. This is my plan. I want to start doing a live the first weekend of the month, and we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Hold on, let me come over here. All right. So also there's going to be comments. The only thing about StreamYard is I don't know when somebody from Facebook is commenting and I don't know who it is. I see the comment, but I don't know who it's from. So if you're on Facebook and you're commenting, please let me know who you are so I could say hi. And everywhere else, I think YouTube lets you just do the thing and I could see like who it is. Anyway, as I was saying, so I am going to plan on doing the first weekend of every month to come live to do either a technique or to share some stuff or new releases. That's the main thing about today. And I did want to also kind of go over a technique. I just filmed a video for a customer actually, and she's in my Facebook group as well. She had asked me, my God, I've been so bad like with filming. I'm so excited to get back into it. This has been like really fun. Today has been my filming day. I hope the lighting is okay. It's starting to rain out there. It looks like it's all right over here. Anyway, she requested that I do film a technique on how to make like maturing eyes appear larger and also lifted. So I did one side on the video and I'm going to do the other side here, like after I show you the new things. So you've already seen my posts where I have posted, I think it was only one post so far, about the new releases coming out from Seint, and they will be available for customers April 15th. So, of course, we got some, and artists we already purchased. And one of the things that I thought was really cute, and I don't know if this is going to end up being permanent or if they'll come out with another variation, but I really like it. It is, first, let me show you empty. They actually came out with a brush holder that is really adorable. And I hope you can see. It has like this little carousel, and it's made out of plastic and acrylic. This feels like more acrylic-y, but yeah, it's got like this little door, and it looks very vintagey, which I love. It reminds me of my grandma. She always had like those corrugated lids, and like her powder and all of that stuff. Really, really cute, and it's very reminiscent of that to me. So I love it. So anyway, in here, the first thing that I thought of, I was like, well, we have double-ended brushes. Now, you're not smushing your brushes in here, and I think it will be fine, especially if you put them down dense end first. And I actually have a couple of them here just to show you like what it would look like. I know you've seen pictures already, but let's see. I've got my buff brush, which is pretty dense, powder brush. Mm, yeah, the blend brush too. And of course, like even the blush and bronzer has like more of a dense end, so you could put it dense end down, so that would work as well. But the buff brush in particular, I feel like has, like the super dense end here and on both sides. So let's see. So cute. All right, so I'll put it back here. So here's that one. And then the powder brush also kind of has a dense end on both sides. I really love this side of the brush, so I would showcase this. This is more of a unique style of brush, which it almost looks like a huge finger to me. It's really nice to kind of set for those of you who set your makeup. I actually don't set my cream makeup. I'm a little bit more on the drier side, but this actually would be really good even to pick up excess makeup, actually, now that I think of it. You could use it like that. Anyway, I'll put that one back here. And then here's the blend brush. And now I wouldn't put it with the fluffy side down, even though it's very gentle and it's not, like I said, you're not smushing or brushing, but still, it's very bendable. So I would go on the dense side and then just kind of place it, or you can put it here, because they have like different heights. So really, really cute. So I like it. But what I'm probably going to do, probably end up putting a couple of brushes in here. We'll see. But I know that I want to store things that I want to have handy, like my favorite Rowan lip gloss. I love this stuff. And, put it here. And then I have a lip scrub because I always forget to use my lip scrub. This way I'll have it like handy. And then I've got like a little lip balm that's like a little, who is this from? milk. Yeah, it's just like a milk, like lip balm. And then, you know, put it on your vanity and it just looks like really, really cute. All right. So the other release that came out is a new scent collection. These are all available. They will be available individually. That's another thing too. I'm working on a newsletter. That's another thing that I have to get back on. I am going to start sending out a monthly newsletter of, you know, certain things, my new, you know, shopping link. And then also anytime there's new releases. So I have like photos and stuff like this of this that just came out. So this is the drawstring that comes with the, um, new release fragrance collection, and it's kind of like a velvety kind of a bag, and it's really cute. Like I'm anybody who knows me, if Nora is on here, she knows, and my sister, I'm obsessed with like containers. I mean, obviously, you know, the brush holder now, I'm like totally obsessed with it. So anything like containers and really cute like sacks and bags and stuff like that. So this is adorable. So I'm definitely going to get a use out of it. And there's something kind of like the whole theme of this is like folklore, fairy tale of this new collection. I think it's called the Enchanted Brush Holder. And this is the folklore fragrance collection. And this reminds me, it kind of has like a fleur-de-lis like type of a pattern. And something about this reminds me of kind of 70s. I remember my mom having like not a bedspread, she had something. Maybe it was a tablecloth, and it had like kind of like this brocade like type of a pattern on it. So it's reminding me of my mom, and I really like it. So, and it's kind of like a cream color. Now, the products in here. Now, one thing about the Seint fragrances, and it seems weird to people when you think about it, the fragrances is actually the rose gold illuminator infused with whatever fragrance. So this is the rose gold illuminator that of course you could put on your cheeks. And some people are like, why would you want to put perfume on your cheeks? Depending on the scent, it does not bother me, and when I do put it on the cheeks, it does dissipate. However, when I put it like on my pulse points, which makes sense because, you know, your body heat and stuff like that, I feel like I smell it more there. You can put it behind your ear, you could put it like on your collarbones, like, you know, the décolleté area, and you could have like a little bit more of shimmer on your shoulders, even like in the summertime you're wearing a sundress or whatever. So it seems kind of strange to people. They're like, why would you infuse your your illuminator with perfume? But even still, let's just say, you know, this is the rose gold, which is really pretty and it's really, really nice for many different skin tones. So if I put it on my wrist, you know, you're like, okay, that's weird. Like, why would I want that? But if you really rub it in, the only thing you're left with then is maybe a little bit of shimmer, but the color is gone, but the scent is there. So I personally really like this scent. The last two scents that Seint came out with, there was one that I purchased that I wasn't crazy about. Anything with jasmine in it, I found, I'm not really a huge fan of jasmine, but this particular one has notes of vanilla. It has lime. There's a whole, I didn't memorize all of them, but I know that, you know, vanilla, it's like the tonka bean is in here. Marshmallow is another one. Now, to me, this smells like marzipan. I was talking to, you know, my friends, you know, like on my Seint team, and I love marzipan. I grew up with Euros, so they're obsessed with marzipan. I grew up eating it as a kid, and I absolutely love it. It's kind of like a pistachio, like scent. Oh my God. So that's what this smells like to me. So there's that. And then there is also a lotion, and this is a hand lotion, and it feels pretty nice. But you know what I'm probably going to do with this is I'll use it like as a layering, like on my shoulders or something. I hope the rain is not distracting. It's like raining a little bit. But of course, it has the same scent. So I think for the hand cream, it's pretty good, you know, and I definitely need hand cream because I am like literally like dry as a bone lately, especially like, you know, coming out of the winter. So it feels very nice. It's not too thick. It's a lotion, but I think what I'm going to do with it is I'll put it on like my shoulders, and then I'll do a layering because then you also get the fragrance mist. And I really like this. One thing that I like about the fragrance mist, I have a couple of other ones. The Seint number 7 is the one that's in the permanent line, and that one is my favorite scent, and it is kind of in keeping with something like this, more vanilla, and it's got you know, like this kind of like a little bit more of a sweet scent, got coconut in it, and it's just more pleasing to me. And so that one I really like. So I'm glad that the number 7 is going to be in the permanent line. I have that in my purse palette actually. And this one, I don't know if it will be permanent. It's limited edition right now. So here is the Folklore Mist. It smells so good. So I'm going to put it on top of. Mm. So at first, I could smell the citrus. Oh my God, it smells so good. And of course, fragrance is a personal preference. Everybody is different, you know, like what it is that they like. But I needed just one. One thing that I will say about the sprays is they don't last long on their own, unfortunately. But I want to see what happens with the layering now that I'll have like the lotion and the illuminator, which is more of a cream, which stays like more on your skin, and then a spritz of this, and we'll see what happens, you know, and then also like around my neck. But I really like also it kind of looks like an octagon. The other fragrance mists are square. And one thing about this, again, because I'm obsessed with packaging, I always recycle and upcycle my things. I have so much stuff in front of me right now. Good Lord. Okay. This was a face wash from Blissoma. It's like kind of like a clean company. I have like a castor oil blend because I love oils, essential oils and stuff like that. So I'm always like upcycling and just keeping some of the containers that I really like. So this is a real good one because it's aluminum. This, I think yeah, this is glass. Yeah. So this will be nice. So you know, you could unscrew it. So I'm definitely going to be repurposing this for something, whether it's for perfume again, or maybe some sort of essential oil concoction I come up with, or even a face mist because the sprayer is pretty nice. So I could actually use this after cleaning it all out as maybe, you know, for a toner or something. So really, really cute. So I actually really love these. Again, you could get these individually. Look out for my newsletter coming out, you know, showing different photos of them, and the prices and all that stuff is on the website. So you go onto my link tree, you'll find all of that on my Facebook, on my YouTube, you'll find it there too, on any one of my videos, on Instagram, you'll find it. My link tree, everything is there. My tech service number, you'll see the little ticker on the bottom here where I have, yeah, I did. Yeah. I put my tech service number on it. So that is the easiest and fastest way to get in touch with me if you are looking for a color match because you're curious about trying this makeup. I did a video today also about the basic 4 of what to do when you get your makeup for the very first time. And yes, so that video will be coming up soon as well. All right. So now, since I had done this side, I'm going to do this side since I'm on here. And this particular customer asked what she should do now that her eyes are maturing and it feels like, you know, like whenever she puts her eyeshadow on, it's disappearing. She also would like to like elongate and enlarge a little bit just to make, you know, the eyes look more awake. Now, I thought this was a great idea for a video just in general because I feel like this is something that is, you know, many people have this question. Many people have this issue, and especially now that we're getting older, you know, this happens. All right, so I never, like, you can tell like my eyes are on the big side and I do have like a lot of real estate, you know, like above, you know, like my eyelashes. However, now that I'm getting older, I do notice, you know, I do have more of a hood. So before I used to be able to put my eyeshadow on a little bit lower into the crease and not really have to worry about it. So let's see. I am going to use 3 brushes. This is the smudge brush from Seint. This is a great one to have. You could even use this for concealer. You could use, a lot of these are multi-purpose or dual-ended. And then here's the eyeshadow brush, which has like this small bullet end here. And then it's got, you know, we got this little fluffy end, which is great for blending. And then the etch brush, which I absolutely love. And it's got like this flat, almost kind of looks like a broom. And then this one is a little bit more on a, you know, dome shape, really good for under the lash line. All right, so this is what I did on that video. And one of the things, because you could do this freehand, especially once you get the hang of, you know, the concept and what it is that you're doing, and then you start to like concentrate, you know, your own face, you know, your own angles. But sometimes this is really easy to do for the first time, just to kind of have like a guide. So this is tape, but this is medical grade tape for the skin. You could use Scotch tape. And a lot of people, you know, you'll see whenever you see people do this technique, well, they'll take the tape and they just kind of like unstick it. This is already very, it's not too sticky, which is nice because I don't want to be pulling on my skin excessively. I hope the lighting's okay. All right. Anyway, so this is how I usually do it. I do go underneath the lash line, but I don't like scrunch it all the way up to my lashes. I want a little bit of a space. So I put it underneath and I kind of follow my lash line. Like if I make an imaginary line, this would be, like the lift to keep it, to keep everything looking like it's going up. So, but I don't want it too severe. So I just kind of go more straight out and, kind of follow my lash line and come out here and gently place it. Now I do have my base on, so that, some of this is going to come off, but that's okay because this is cream makeup and I'm going to touch it up, and it's very, very simple and easy. I think it's a lot easier to touch up with cream makeup rather than the water-based liquid foundation that tends to be a little bit more chalky, and you could get like patchiness, and then you got the powder situation. So that's not going to be an issue now that I've had, my face makeup. But you could do this the other way around. Let me make sure. You could do this the other way around where you do your eyes first and then do it, your makeup, your eye makeup. Okay, yes, I think this is okay. All right, so the first thing that I did, or that I do, is I grab my smudge brush. Now here is my eyeshadow palette that is pretty much like my staple shades. And this is a palette 4, and our eyeshadows, these are Seint eyeshadows. You customize them however you want. I always like to have the brush cleaning tile in here. So it's really easy to switch between colors and you're not, mixing everything all together, and everything's just really handy. You've probably seen those color switches, they have them, different companies where it's like a tin and they've got like this Brillo patty thing in there, but it's nice to kind of just snap this in here and you already have it. But anyway, so I love Cupcake. This is my kind of like my skin tone, a little bit brighter than my skin tone. So this is like my magic eraser, my brow bone highlight, because me personally, I like to have a matte brow bone highlight. You could put a little bit of a shimmer up there. It's whatever you want. Of course, it's your makeup. You do whatever you want. So I put most of it up on the brow bone, and then I tap the rest everywhere else because I already had my eye primer on, as a matter of fact. I've been using the P. Louise eye primer, and it is actually really good. This thing is huge. This bottle is humongous. And I mean, my God, this is probably going to like go bad before I could even use the whole thing, because you use like the littlest bit. But anyway, it's almost like a shellac. It like really keeps like the eyeshadow on. So I'm very happy with that so far. Anyway. All right, so now I'm going to go into my transition shade, and this is Bubba, and I like a little bit more of the warmer shades. And again, this is all up to you, whatever color tones. We have cooler tones, we have purples and pinks and maroons and all of that stuff. But this is a really great staple shade for me. And then this is the eyeshadow brush. Tap off the excess. Now, I'm just going to look straight ahead. And like I said, in the past, I used to be able to just get in there, and do my thing. But now I have to kind of place it a little higher than the hood to give the illusion that my crease is higher. And that in turn makes the eye look more open. And then this tape, if I go a little bit ahead, it's still going to give me, it's going to stop any fallout. And one thing that I really like about the tape as well is it gives me a little bit of sharper angle. You can have it as sharp as you want. I diffuse it a little at the end because I don't want it too severe. So I like this technique. And just build up a little bit more. All right. Now, once we get there, you could even go back if you went a little bit too crazy. And again, this is like my magic eraser shade. So here's my Cupcake. Okay. So now the next thing I'm going to do for the elongating and making the eyes look bigger is go into a little bit of a deeper shade with the bullet end of my eyeshadow brush and tap a little bit into here. And I'm going to have to do this in the mirror because I feel like I'll be able to see a little bit better. And then I start tapping on the very outer corner, and I don't have to worry because now I have this tape here that's like preventing this from making my eyes look downturned if I end up, smudging a whole bunch of stuff down there. So it's really, really nice to do this at first, if this is your first time doing this technique, with a little bit of tape. So you could go as dark or as light as you want, and then I just kind of feather it, and I just leave like kind of like this outer V. But it's also kind of giving the illusion that my eye is a little bit longer and my eyelashes are a little thicker even on the end. Now you could leave this like as a matte look, like with the Cupcake if you want, or I love Rome as a shimmer because it is very, very subtle. It's more of a sheen, and it's like more of a low intensity shimmer. We have other ones that are way shimmer, like if you really, want something a little bit more punchy. But I like this because it's very subtle and it just gives a little bit of a sheen, but it's not chunky at all. So here's my cleaning tile just to make sure. I'm just going to remove whatever excess. So now I have like essentially a clean brush. So when I go in here, I'm not smudging everything everywhere. That's the idea anyway. Okay. Not seeing any comments come up. So if you are commenting and I'm not seeing them, I'll check, of course, like back onto the platforms and answer any questions that you have, like just on the computer. But anyway, so there's that. So far, and again, you could deepen this up a little more if you want. It really is whatever you want. If you want something more bold. Okay, then the other trick is, here it is, etch brush. So I love to use this now that they have this. I was using the multitasker brush before, which is really great. This just has like this flat end that I absolutely love. Again, it's like a broom. It's like my favorite detail brush that actually now this is like my new love affair is I am recommending this brush as your starter brush to do your whole face, even your bronzer. I love it. I love it. I love like the finish of it, the way that it puts on your makeup, and you could customize the whether you want to go from light, medium, full coverage. It's yeah, because I do like the 3D brush as well. All the brushes are good, but usually people they need to start like with one brush, and this is the one that I'm recommending now is the detail brush, and then you could add to your collection later. Anyway, let's go to the eyeliner. This is Kohl because I like something more of a soft black. This is kind of like a dark gray, soft black, or you could use Salem, which is black, the black eyeshadow. You could also stamp your eyeliner on first if you want, but today I'm only using the powder because I wanted something a little more subtle. So you'll see how easy it is to stamp this very close to your lash line and then elongate it out underneath the cuckoo. So it kind of gives you like a little bit of a gradation, but you'll see like where the eye looks longer, which is what I love. And then this also gives the illusion of your eye being bigger if you have more of a lighter, a little bit of sheen, a little bit of a lighter look to your eyeball, like on the mobile lid here. And that gives the illusion as well. I said it in my video that I always think of Angelina Jolie because this is the makeup artists always talk about this is her preferred technique for her eyes, that she likes to do like the more elongation. And if you notice, like in pictures, even now and even before, when she was younger, she wouldn't go all the way in with her eyeliner, and I tend to prefer that for my look as well. I kind of I'll feather it in very, very lightly on the inside and then put more on my outer corner and out in the outer V. All right, so now that we have that, I am going to take the tape off, and you'll see sometimes it looks like kind of a severe line, but again, this is skin grade tape. It's medical grade tape. So you see how I have like that, it kind of looks a little bit sharp, and you could leave it like that. I like to diffuse it. But what I'm going to do first is whatever I removed of my makeup, I have this under eye situation, so you'll see like my other videos, I'm always talking about the under eyes, and I know there's a lot of people that have that issue as well. So yeah, you guys know. You guys know. All right, so here is my main shade. Everything is in my palette. This is my palette 4, my main 4 shades. And you only tap into this makeup, never ever swipe. It's very pigmented. Looks like skin. There's no water content in this, so you won't get like the evaporation and chalkiness and what have you. That I can't use that stuff anymore. Me personally, I don't like the way it looks on my maturing skin. I'm going to be 49 in July, so no bueno. It's not for me anymore. I do use some oil-based like tinted moisturizers, like Kosas has a really nice one. Anything that's oil, nothing with water. But this is really nice because everything's compact. If you do your makeup and you never have to close it, you're not rummaging through your makeup bag. TSA is crazy. Like I didn't know it was going to be like that much of a difference, but man, it really makes such a difference not to have to like shove even more stuff in the TSA, like liquid, that little pouch that you have to carry, because I already have like skincare and whatnot, maybe like, some hair stuff. And then I was trying to shove like my makeup stuff in there too. So now I don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay. Anyway, so that is my main. And now what you could do this is another trick for the lift, is you go in with your brightening highlight, but minimally, because especially for maturing skin, if you do have any lines or crow's feet or dryness, you don't want to accentuate it. But here you can see the difference. You know, this is where I had a little bit of that light. I'll take my detail brush, which is my favorite. You could do this with a lot of other ones. We have smaller brushes, which are the like demi brushes. You could do it with that too. So just grab a little bit of your brightening highlight, and then I'm gonna have to do it here because the StreamYard situation, it doesn't give me like much of a vantage point. Let's see. Like the window is a lot smaller than it usually is, like when I'm filming my videos. Anyway, so you just put like a little bit of that and then start tapping it up. And not on the whole eye, just on the very, very outer corner. So it gives the illusion that it's lifting your eye up. I'm hoping it looks the same as the other side. I believe so. And then what I'm going to do is the lower lash line, I use Bubba, because you could put on something darker if you want. If you wanted like a super dramatic, like spunky eye, you could totally do that too. But I am going to go back into my cleaning tile here and then go into my neutral, warm, and just for some continuity, and connect it to the wing. And then I still have my brightness there. Now with the fluffy end, again, because I like to diffuse it a little bit. So and you could tap it as well, you know, so you don't have that sharp line, but you still have the line. It's like there, but it looks more diffuse. And I think I might have gone a little bit too low. Again, the beauty of cream makeup. So I still have makeup on here, and I'm just going to go underneath and remove anything that might have gone under the imaginary line. There. So that is my preferred technique. And I feel like this does a really big, it makes a really big difference in kind of making my eyes appear a little bit more awake, again, because of that, you know, lighter portion that you put here and the placement and the outer corner of a little bit of that brightening to kind of lift. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, of course, in the comments, I'm going to take a look and see if anybody had any questions, any comments and whatnot. Thank you for joining me, everybody who's been here, and from any of the platforms. I'm going to go check out and see what's what. And again, all of my information you'll find in, you know, in my profile, my link tree, everything is there. And yeah, I'm super excited about these. So look out for the newsletter that is going to be coming out. I'll probably post it on my Facebook too. So you could, I always do like a virtual booklet. So everything will be there so you could peruse and see before everything drops on April 15th. So I will see you guys next time.